Hey everyone, it's Lissette here. Welcome to my channel. You guys, I am sick again. Please, just bear with me. I really wanted to come on here. First of all, happy Halloween. This video is most likely going to go out on Halloween day, and I'm pretty sure you guys are probably out with your family and stuff. And I'm probably talking to nobody, but if you are here watching this video, thank you so much for your support. I really wanted to push out one last Halloween nail design for this year. This is also going to be an aquarium nail design. So I'm super excited about it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be safe out there doing your Halloween trick-or-treating. But yeah, let's just jump right in and get started. Alright you guys, so this is the current state of my nails. I do have some builder gel on. I did do a rubber base coat because your girl needs to protect her nails. But this right here is a star of the show. These are water decals. I've used this before in an aquarium nail design and they are amazing. This is perfect for you if you are like, you don't really want to do hand-drawn artwork on your fingernails, or you're just not really art savvy. This is perfect. They're so easy to apply and I just love them. And this print itself is so pretty and cute and bright, and I thought this would be perfect to create an aquarium nail design. So we're gonna use these. Now for the tips, I'm going in with the non-C curve extra long square. I do have these on my site. I did go ahead and just take out my sizes. These are non-C curve. They work so much better for aquarium nails than C curve nails, just in case if you was wondering. I'm gonna glue these on with my rubber base gel, covering my entire nail and then gluing them on like that, flash curing it for 5 seconds and so on. Y'all already know how I do. If y'all watch my channel, you already know how I apply my tips. The base gel also is going to act as a barrier because since this is going to be an aquarium nail design, you're gonna have liquid in your nail and you want to protect your natural nail plate from any kind of moisture. So this layer, again, one is going to adhere the tip and is going to bond to your nail. We're going to apply some hard gel on top. It's going to be a bonder to that, and it's going to act as a extra barrier, if that makes sense. I kind of feel like I'm going to be rambling in this video, and my voice is trying to give out on me. So yeah, I'm sick, you guys. Again, blame my kids. But yeah, once I do that, I do go ahead and cure them in my full-size lamp for a full 60 seconds. This is what those nails are looking like. Oh, before I forget, we are having a Halloween sale. Go to lgnpro.com, use code BOO, and you can save 20% off of your order. I totally forgot. The sale, we ended up extending it to like after the weekend. So I think, what is it, like the 3rd, we're gonna end it. But yeah, go shop if you haven't already shopped for your Halloween stuff. And even if it's not for Halloween, if you're gearing up for Christmas, yeah, you're saving 20%. So anyway, I'm going in with my 180 nail file and I'm filing the sidewalls, and I'm mostly focusing where I glue the physical tip to the nail plate. I'm filing that, making sure nothing is really sticking out too far because it's just going to be easier for me to adhere my full cover tip to create the tank when everything is like more even and smooth. From there, I'm going in with my rubber base coat one more time, applying it all the way from the top down to the tip. I'm going to cure that for a full 60. Since I am going to go in with some hard gel, I do recommend going in with the rubber base gel so it can adhere to the tip and you won't get any kind of separation. This is going to act as an extra bonding agent, or bonder, should I say. You guys, slowly but surely, I'm starting to sound like a man. I can't. My voice wants to go so bad, and I'm drinking so much water, and it's not changing. I think I need honey. From here, this is where I start trying to plan out where I want the decals and what decal I want to use. 2 of the nails, I did want the tip to be clear, so I did have to pick how or which way I was gonna make that work. But before I did that, I did go in with Always Required, which is a hard gel. This product is not a build gel. It is more of like a color, kind of similar to gel polish, but with gel polish you can soak it off. This is a foul off only product, so yes, it's a hard gel, foul off only. You cannot soak it off. I'm gonna apply that to the pointer, pinky, and the thumbnail, and then when it comes to the middle and the ring nail, I'm only going to apply it halfway. And the reason why I'm doing this white base is because on the Decal website, which is from 77 Nails, I actually found her on Instagram. I'll leave her information in the description box. It suggests that you apply a white background before applying the decal so the colors can pop. And yeah, so that's why I'm doing this white base. And once I do that, I am gonna cure everything for a full 60 seconds. If you know nothing about water decals, you do have to go ahead and cut around the perimeter, removing all of the white. Once you do that, you do soak it in water, and it's so fast. It's literally like just 1, 2, 3, and it'll slide off the backing. Like, it's not even a sticker. It's literally just like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just the image slides off of the back. But once I cut everything out, like I said, I do go ahead, I take out this, it's a dapping dish. No, not a dapping dish. What is it called? It's something that I got from like a dip powder system. I just filled that up with water because I thought it was easier, and I use that to soak the decals. And it really takes just like a few seconds for that decal to slide right off. So you just submerge the decal. For that middle nail, I did want to use the skull for that top portion of the nail. I thought that would have been perfect. But once I soak it for a few seconds, I take out the excess water, and it slides literally right off the backing onto your nail. Once you apply it, you have enough time to move it around, and it just fits perfect. As you can see, it is short. So I did use the bottom half of the other one with the skull that I cut out, and I just filled that in, you know, for the bottom part. But this is pretty much the same process that I'm going to do for the rest of the nails. Just whatever extra pieces that I have, if I need to add it to the bottom, I'll do that. And you can't even tell that it was two separate pieces. Like, it lines up perfectly. But yeah, I'm gonna do the same process to all of the nails. Just wherever I have the white, I'm just gonna cover it with the decal. And this was so freaking easy to do, you guys. I think honestly this was probably the easiest, no, this is probably the second easiest aquarium nails that I did, and it was super fast to do, you guys. I was so impressed with myself. But I'm gonna just let you guys watch. And as far as all of the overhang, I do just leave it alone until it is fully dry, because since it's still wet, it's still a possibility that the decal can move. So I just ignore it, and I just put all the decals on first, and then, you know, worry about the overhang later. Once I let the nails dry a little, I did go in with my nail file and just file lightly, literally super lightly. Once you do a couple of strokes, you know, passes, it'll peel and come off easy. So I didn't go too hard, like I said, with the nail file, just enough so I can peel away that, you know, extra little hanging piece. And this is what they was looking like, y'all. I was so happy at this point. But to create the tank, we need a full cover tip, and I decided to go in with these nails. This is from E-Nail Couture's. This is, I want to say this is the extra long square. I could be wrong. I bought these so freaking long ago, you guys, and I want to say like a year and change ago, and I never pulled it out to use it, but we're gonna use it for the first time for this video, and I thought the shape would be perfect. Now, I was a little worried because these did look cloudy. And I was hoping that once I put like the oil in or the liquid inside the tank, you know, it'll be fine. Look at how long these are, y'all. They are so freaking long. But yeah, I ended up keeping these. So I did go ahead and just take out my sizes. To glue these on, I am using my infamous Brilliant No Wipe Rhinestone Gel. This cures non-tacky, and that's the key, non-tacky. You want something that's going to cure, that's not going to have a sticky layer, because then all your stuff is going to get stuck to it when, you know, it's not going to float. So from here, I'm just going in and I'm going to apply this to the entire surface of the nail. This is also going to protect the decal from the liquid that we're going to put inside, covering it from top to bottom. Now, when I put my full cover tip, I make sure I focus on the cuticle part, making sure every part of that top section is touching the gel, because that to me seems to be the hardest to not secure, but to seal. So once it comes to the sidewalls, like, I'm not really paying attention to that. I'm more focused around the cuticle section. Once I have that, I cure that in place. And you guys, I'm not even lying, I felt like this was the perfect fit because even the sidewalls were good. And when I measured these out, I just measured it like a normal set. I didn't do a larger set or a smaller size. I did exactly to the width of my nail, if that makes sense, and it worked out perfectly, you guys. But I ended up just gluing them all down. You are going to see I do end up having to cut it down before gluing it on, because when I did try to cut it while it was already glued on, it did separate a little bit, and then I did have to go back and just re-glue, you know, the open spaces. But I'm gonna just let y'all watch this whole process. And it was hard cutting these. I struggled. The tip would not fit in my nail cutter, and these are old Makar nail cutters, and it was giving out on me, you guys. It wouldn't close properly. I was struggling when I should have just pulled out some scissors. But yeah, I'm gonna just let y'all watch me glue these full cover tips on. I did make sure to do a full 60 seconds, but then I went in with a nail file and I started filing the opening part because it was just really long. And yeah, I couldn't get it close enough to make it shorter, and I already had glued it on, so I just filed it. Now this was annoying because the dust was going inside, so I did decide to go in with it's not a Q-tip, it's like a thin Q-tip, I don't know what you want, a thin cotton thingy majig, and I just shoved it inside and I tried to clean the inside. There was still a little bit of dust inside the nails, but not as much, so I guess the little Q-tip thingy majig helped. You guys, these openings were so freaking large. I was happy about that, but then I was like, dang, I'm gonna need to switch up the way I close it. So like, I usually kind of just glob gel on top to close that part, but I'm gonna have to go back to how I first did these aquarium nails and place some gel on a little, you know, paper and then peel it off once it is cured. This is how I first did aquarium nails, doing like a end cap, I guess you would call it. And I stopped doing that because when I would, you know, do my other aquarium nails, the hole wouldn't be as large, so I would easily cap it. But yeah, with this openings, I wouldn't be able to do that. So I just ended up doing 3 strips of gel. I cured it in place. Once it was fully cured, I did cut them in half. So I ended up having 6 pieces of end caps to use. If I messed up one, I had an extra end cap. I honestly wanted to keep it extremely simple when putting items inside of the tank. So I only took out these gold skulls and then these colorful beads that I got from, I want to say Shein. This was perfect. The little round, I guess, are these called carrier beads? I don't know, but these little round circle bally thingies, different sizes. And I love how bright the balls are. So I thought this was perfect for this kind of look. For the liquid, I took out some baby oil, and then I have this syringe that I purchased off of Amazon. It is a blunt tip. It's not an actual needle, but I just used that to fill up, to suck up some of that baby oil. And I've definitely learned from doing nails, doing aquarium nails over time, to fill up your syringe before filling in your tank with anything, because it'll just pour out if you're not holding your finger properly. But from there, I just start adding in I'm gonna call these pearls. I'm gonna call these little guys pearls. So I just start adding different size pearls, and I add one, skull per nail. Just consistent, making them all the same. I want them to look the same. And again, I didn't want it too busy, so I didn't add a lot, but enough so you could see it. And yeah, I was worried that they were going to get stuck because of the ball sizes. So I stood with like these smaller and the second smallest size balls. I used black, pink, purple, the 2 shades of blues. So yeah, you're gonna see me continuing to fill it. Once I did that, I did go ahead and fill the tank with the oil. I fill it all the way to the top. I don't like an air bubble. Even though I do end up with an air bubble, I don't like it, but I filled it up to the top as much as I could. And then I took the piece of the end cap, I'm gonna call it, that we made, and then add more gel on top of that and just, cap it and then cure it in place. And it was hard trying to hold my finger up so the baby oil wouldn't spill. But yeah, I've learned over time how to try to keep my fingers still without spilling anything. Oh, I forgot, before moving on to the next nail, I did cut around the end piece only because it was poking out a lot and it was sharp and I didn't want to scratch myself. So I just cut around it a little bit so it wasn't so much hanging over. But you're gonna see I leave it like that. I do file it later, but for now I cut it as close as possible without popping the seal open and possibly letting everything leak. So yeah, but I'm gonna do the same process throughout the nails. And yeah, again, this was actually really easy, maybe because I didn't make it too complicated for myself this time, which I normally do. I didn't self-sabotage myself. Once I flash cured everything, I did put my hand inside the lamp for a full 60 seconds just so it can be fully cured and hardened. And you guys, I was so excited because everything was working in my favor. From there, I went in, I used my nail drill. This is my fine taper drill bit, and I was at 17,000 RPM if I'm not mistaken, and I'm going around that bottom half. I am being careful. I'm only focusing around that lip part, trying to take down as much bulk as possible. And y'all, I got so close without popping open that seal. I was so happy with myself, so impressed. But again, I was being super careful and I kept checking it to make sure nothing was leaking, and the tank just looked so perfect once I had everything filed down. You guys, look at how good and perfect that bottom part looks. So straight. You can barely tell that there's anything there at the bottom. It looks legit. I was so happy with how this part came out. I did step away and wash my hands really quick to remove as much oil as I could. But from there, I took out my shiny no wipe top coat and I top coated everything. I even top coated underneath. Just to make sure every part of this nail was fully covered, sealed, and it had like an extra barrier so nothing can leak. And I was really thorough with this layer of shiny no wipe top coat. But again, once I did that, I cured that in place. I was so pleased. Look at it move, you guys. I am in awe. I'm so happy. So I honestly was gonna leave it like this, but then I second guessed myself. I was like, no, I need to add at least something a little bit extra, a little bit. So I ended up taking out some flowers. I'm pretty sure I got these from Shein. This was in my last haul, and I picked these pretty pink and blue flowers. I wanted to put that around the skull. I wanted to mainly focus on the two fingers that are crystal clear on the bottom. But you guys, as I was adding the flowers, I did put like these spikes on in between. My camera lost, like, it had no storage. I guess I didn't clear out the storage or the memory, so yeah, it ended up cutting short, but I cured that in place. And you guys, this is the final look. I am so happy with how this set came out. The two clear nails are amazing. Everything flows, so it does get stuck a little bit here and there, but you just do a little wiggle and then it loosens. But I'm really glad and happy with how this set came out. It is super bright, it is an aquarium, and it is Halloween. Let me know what you guys think. I think the final touches of the flowers really add to it. I love it. I am so pleased and I am so happy that this set came out exactly how I imagined, which is rare. But let me know what you guys think of this nail design. If you have any questions or if you want to see me do a specific nail design, leave your comments. Let me know what you guys think. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I hope you guys have a safe Halloween, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Love ya.